Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Internet world. Welcome to Auto Merch Talk, a podcast we put together to talk about automotive stuff. We work for a company named Car Data. We take pictures and videos of cars at dealerships. So if you're looking for a full-time photographer on your lot, Car Data can help. Today, as usual, I have Edwin Gomez with me, and we're going to go over a few articles. Nothing long today. We're going to keep it short for you guys, and we're going to get started.
Short and sweet on a Friday.
Right. Friday it is.
So, how's everything going with you? Everything good?
Good. How about yourself?
Everything's great. Everything's just going along. Keeping busy.
Yep.
For this first article, we're going to be talking about how the Corvette production has been idled this week.
Right.
Actually, so this was on Monday. By today, which is Friday. Which by Monday coming up. Today is Friday. Monday coming up, they'll start the production again. Okay. But they had to stop their production in their plant in Bowling Green, Kentucky, due to parts constraints. You know, there's, I guess, still missing chips and stuff. There really wasn't too...
they really didn't say what was missing.
What it is or what it is. So, I mean, it might be chips, it might be whatever. The point is they stopped production for about a week, and they're going to start up again this coming Monday.
And the Corvette's a popular car.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, I mean, what happens if somebody's waiting for one? I guess now your order gets backed up a week or so. Or, so if you ordered a Corvette, just know you might be a little late.
Right.
Maybe.
Chevy sold 33,000 Corvettes last year. 53% boost over 2020.
Over 2020, yeah. Because the car, when they came out with that model, it really was really good for the people. I liked it. They liked it a lot. For the next article, the F150 Lightning EV will get up to 320 miles of range, and that's 20 more than they had previously expected. So that's a good sign for the Lightning. The top range will be available on the XLT, the Lariat, and the Pro trims, equipped with an optional extended range battery. The Platinum trim, which comes standard with the extended range battery, will also get 20 miles more, which is about 300 miles per range, which is pretty good, actually. That is pretty good. And the Pro trims are available to fleet customers only. The XLT and the Lariat trims are available, for the
regular customers.
Mm-hmm. And the Pro trims are available for the fleet customers. But that is, I guess 20 miles is 20 miles.
20 miles makes a difference.
The way we going nowadays.
Right. Yeah. Well, they're comparing it to other cars, like the Hummer gets 329. The Rivian truck is 314, and they're making one that's gonna push 400 miles in range.
About 400 miles an hour. That's a
lot.
The Rivian Max battery pack. It's gonna get about 400 miles for range.
So, Ford expects to deliver these trucks in the coming weeks. So that's a good thing. They have about 200,000 reservations, but they don't know what's going to convert into orders.
Yeah, to see which reservations convert into actual orders. Now, GM, there's a recall for some GM and Ford vehicles. So GM recalls about 750,000 GMC Terrain crossovers. Now, these recalls cover certain 2010 to 2017 models.
Okay.
The GMC Terrain compact crossover. It was said they were having some issue with the housing for the light.
The lighting.
The headlamp.
There's a reflection on it.
Yeah, that it causes some type of glare or some weird thing.
To oncoming traffic.
Now, GMC says this is not true.
Right.
They say that those things are caused by things like fog or mist or that they don't. But there will be a recall, and that's going to start. The actual dealerships will start doing it in mid-April, April 23rd. Sorry.
Okay. That's pretty good to know.
Yep. And I mean, Ford also is having a recall for about 300,000 F-150 pickups from 2014 to 2017.
Right.
That's with the same issue of the head.
No, this one's a different issue. This one's the leaking brake fluid from the master cylinder, I guess.
Oh, and that's a big concern because that can.
They're saying there's a slow leak. The latest recalls covers the 2016-2017 Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator SUV, and the 2016-2018 F-150 pickups, all equipped with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost engines. So the 3.5-liter engine.
Yeah, so if you have any of those vehicles with a 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine,
right,
make sure you get that, because a loss of brake fluid it messes up with the brake function.
Right, it does.
Either you're not going to stop or it's going to take you longer to stop. There's a risk of a crash.
Right.
So if you have any of those vehicles, look into it. Actually, dealers were notified on March 15. Owners, if there are any owners out there, you guys will start getting notified around the same time, April 25th.
April 25th, like you said.
So look into that if you own any of those vehicles. Now we're going to go to the other side of the world over here.
Yep, in Europe. Ford vehicle factories in Germany and Spain are facing production disruption this week due to shortage of parts from Ukraine and other locations. So the little war that's happening right now is affecting them with their orders and stuff, and it's slowing down the plant.
Yeah, I mean one of the small things that are happening is they were supposed to in the Ford Focus models they were supposed to have an infotainment system that had a 12.3-inch screen.
Right.
That screen is being on back order, so now they're just making it with the standard 8-inch screen.
They're keeping it at the 8-inch.
Yeah, they're keeping it in they're gonna just continue to build it with the 8-inch screen for now. That way, at least they're not slowed down on.
That's a big difference.
Yeah,
from the 12 to 8-inch. They're
also having difficulty with a lot of steering wheel parts and stuff that actually come from Ukraine.
Wow.
And because of a lot of people are either, whatever, they're either fighting or God knows what's going on out there.
Right.
I don't even want to guess, because
I know it's sad.
Got to be rough, but it is causing bottlenecks,
disruptions.
Yeah, and disruptions everywhere.
They also paused the Fiesta, the small car.
Yeah, the little Fiesta.
Because of semiconductor shortage. Wow.
Okay, yeah, but that's not actually. So the Fiesta is actually not a Ukraine thing, but back to the chip thing.
Well, still affecting everybody.
We got the chip. We still got COVID. Now we got Ukraine.
Right.
Somebody's trying to kill the car business out there. It sounds like.
Right. And it's true. A lot of hiccups along the way.
Yeah. Ford has actually stopped taking orders for their Galaxy and the S-Max minivans. Those are built in Spain, and they also stopped taking orders.
Right. The first time I saw the Galaxy, I thought we were talking about the phone.
Yeah, of course, because it's the Galaxy phone.
Ford makes the Galaxy?
Samsung and Ford have now merged.
I really thought that.
Yeah. But with those minivans, their issue there is also microchip shortage and stuff. So that's why they're going to try to pause that.
Well, Ford said stoppage were due to supply chain disruption caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Yeah, that's for some things like the steering wheel parts and stuff like that. Yeah, for certain cars.
Well, they have it, Ford.
And just to add on this, Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz have all been forced to reduce their production at German factories because of wire harnesses produced in the Ukraine has been disrupted.
Wow.
The disruption is spreading all across countries in Eastern Europe, obviously.
Right.
Because many other actually, a lot of the Ukrainian workers that work in other countries, they're actually returning home to fight.
Wow.
So yeah, so
there's
even
labor shortages too.
So there's labor shortages because there's a lot of people that are from Ukraine and they're going back home to fight and defend their country.
Wow.
That's
crazy, man.
Yeah, that's something serious there.
Right.
Also on that side,
Tesla hands over the first Model Y at a German plant that they just opened. It was $5.5 billion plant in Germany.
Nice.
They made history.
They did. The ceremony launched the EV's maker's first European production hub with the biggest investment in a German car factory in recent history.
Right.
30 customers
received their cars
on site last Tuesday. Cool. That's pretty cool. Delivered through a glitzy, neon-lit Tesla branded exit. They made it a whole thing. The chosen customers received the Model Y performance configuration. That vehicle costs about $63,000 here in the U.S., $70,000 in euros.
€63,000, 70,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said that backwards.
Yeah, you said it backwards. $70,000 for that Model Y.
That Tesla, the Model Y, actually has a 320-mile range.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty good because they're keeping up the standards with everybody else. Because everybody is trying to get over that 300 mark.
Yeah.
Even if it's by 20, 30, 40, 50 miles, as long as they're over it.
And new orders from the plant could be delivered from April, Tesla said.
Yep. More than 3,000 of the plant's expected 12,000 workers have been hired so far.
That's a good thing.
So they've got it up to a quarter of the people. At full capacity, this plant will probably produce about 500,000 cars a year.
Wow.
That's going to be huge.
That is huge. Who buys all these cars? Well, you have Hertz.
So until now, imported cars into Europe orders from its Shanghai factory. But that was driving up, logistics costs and stuff. So they figured it's going to make a huge difference to have
one right there localized.
Exactly.
You know how much money they're saving?
Yeah, it's they're JP Morgan forecasts that the factory will produce about 54,000 cars in 2022 this year, increasing to 280,000 next year.
Okay.
Because they figure they're working at about a quarter of capacity right now, with the workers and everything. By the time they hire everybody to get everything done, they'll be at 280 in 2023, and then the 500,000 mark in 2025.
Wow. They got a long way to go. But that's going to happen pretty quickly, though. Time is flying.
And everybody is really getting on the ball with these EV vehicles.
Everybody.
Yeah, a lot of the manufacturers are working together to make sure things are getting out there faster. This is pretty good. Pretty good.
Remember the last podcast we talked about that factory that he was opening in Germany as well, another factory?
Yes, and there were issues with the environmental things.
Environmental and water issue. Well, he got the go-ahead on March 4th.
Yeah, he got the go-ahead, but there are still little environmentalist groups that are saying that.
They're protesting against
it. Yeah, they're protesting because of the water consumption that it takes daily, because of the trees that were felled for that. So...
But it's interesting.
I think they'll get over it once that starts creating jobs and doing all kinds of stuff, just like everywhere else.
That's cool. Well, there you have it, folks. If you like what you hear and see, please like and subscribe. It helps us grow. Other than that, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a great weekend.
Yep. Take care.
Take care, guys.